that was intertwined in the tragic fabric of our dreaming. Old habits die screaming. Okay, how old is this? If everything ends, if all the recording suddenly ends, it's because I'm expecting the maintenance man sooner rather than later, and I will not be filming. I didn't even want to be here when he was here. Sorry I yelled. But he was supposed to come at 10, and it's 1:10 p.m. now, so. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's gonna be a little bit different. I wanted to film a little intro for something I'm gonna be doing, because it's not really book related. Can you hear that when my hair touches the microphone? That'd be annoying. I have been obsessed with Baldur's Gate 3 for time now, and I thought it would be fun to stream a little bit, and so I'm going to stream is basically what this video is about. But I just wanted to kind of give a quick rundown of like my goals for the playthrough and like some of like my starting decisions so that I can just kind of jump into it when I'm all set up to stream. I mean, I am all set up to stream, I just don't know how, so Nathan's gonna have to show me how. I'm going to be doing my definitive Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. What are my credentials, you might ask? I wrote them down in my little video planning notebook. As of this recording, I have played 536 hours of Baldur's Gate, and I'm on my 11th playthrough. How many of those? That is a big ass bug. Ew, I can see it cleaning its little hands. It's going. How many of those playthroughs have I like actually finished to the epilogue? At least 4, maybe 5. But, so I definitely have not seen everything in this game. I know people who have like thousands of hours who still haven't seen everything, and honestly, in like prepping for this, I've already discovered things that, well, I'm gonna need to try. This playthrough that I'm like in the middle of right now was kind of my trying to like finish some things, like try and see outcomes of certain things to see which ones were better, but still can't see everything. So the goals for this playthrough are going to be the most fun and most content that you can get in one playthrough. So it's going to be a very long playthrough. What's my longest playthrough? Let's check. Let's say I actually have 10 playthroughs, because apparently I started an Astarion playthrough and played it for 7 minutes and stopped. Because I want to do a Bloodweave run, but... Okay, my longest playthrough was 72 hours. So I'm guessing this will be longer than that, because I also think that might have been an evil run through, and those are shorter. Anyway, so some of the like basic choices that we're going to start off with is this is going to be a good playthrough. We're going to be good people, mostly because it's how you get the most content. Probably later on I'll do an evil run through, like as much content as you can get with an evil run through. I've only done one full evil dirge playthrough and one like mildly evil custom character playthrough, but you lose a lot. It's very easy to lose a lot of content in this game, which is why this is like my definitive playthrough, because when Nathan and I first played, we made some mistakes that lost us like billions of plot lines. Honestly. So, we're going to be a good character. My character that we're going to create is going to be a female drow bard dirge character. So, the reason she's going to be a drow is because they get some of the most unique dialogue and content of all of the different races. The developer said that the races with the most reactivity from NPCs is Dragonborn, Githyanki, and drow. But I like playing as a drow. I think the drows are fun. They get a lot of like inner world like racism and like questions. You can have really good dialogue with like Halsin about it. I almost picked Tiefling, but we have Karlach to kind of get through that kind of stuff. The main reason that I like playing as a Tiefling is when I romance Astarion, you can read his scars, but that's one interaction, so that's that. We're choosing a bard because a bard gets by far and away the most unique dialogue of any of the classes. And it's also like extremely nice to not have to switch characters to pass dialogue checks. The playthrough I'm doing right now, I'm playing as a cleric, and I have to switch to Astarion so much to get people to do what I want or to pass a persuasion check or anything, and it's actually super annoying. I can't do anything talking. I can't, honestly, clerics, I can't do shit. The only thing I like about being a cleric is the Spirit Guardian spell, because I like that it, like when you walk around, but I'm pretty sure you can just get that as a cleric initiate. Oh, obviously we're playing Dirge, which is the Dark Urge origin character, because it is like a great combination of, you get to completely personalize the character other than their background. Like I get to pick them to be like a drow and a bard and stuff, rather than playing as like Astarion or Karlach or somebody. But there is like a ton of unique content, and the storyline is so good. Honestly, I feel like everybody should play as the Dark Urge, because the plot that comes with it is just the best plot. It's mind-boggling, honestly. Okay, so who are we gonna romance? We're going to be romancing Astarion in this playthrough. Obviously, he's the love of my life. Other than Nathan. In this world, he's the love of my life. Gale is a very close second. Gale, me and Gale have a love-hate relationship. Sometimes he makes me so angry because he can be so annoying. But I romanced him a couple of times now, and he's just so precious. But in terms of content, if you're romancing Astarion, you can also romance Halsin. So that does add to the more content aspect of all of this. Also, Astarion is just the best. Also, being a drow that romances Astarion is so like, Okay, in terms of companions, I am going to try to keep all the companions. I clarify this because sometimes when I'm doing like quicker playthroughs, I don't pick up certain companions, or I don't spend time with them, or I kill them because they're a lot of work. For example, Lae'zel's a lot of work. Karlach's a lot of work. Karlach's a lot of work, but I love her. But I did kill her on this last playthrough just to see what would happen. It was sad, but we persist. So my base group is going to be me, Astarion, Karlach, and Gale. That's like my squad, pretty much. But I have been like planning a little bit around this, like so I don't miss anything. And I have made notes of times and quests where I need to have other characters with me, so that we can have that unique dialogue, or we can progress their character correctly. Because I know I like really messed up Jaheira's plotline in this one on accident. I don't really know what I did wrong, to be honest, but hopefully that doesn't happen again. Whoa. So we're going to pick up all of the normal companions. We're going to pick up Halsin, obviously. We're going to pick up Jaheira, and we're going to pick up Minthara, assuming that between now and the time that we hit that spot, I don't know if it's a bug or if it's supposed to happen, but there is like a way to have Minthara and Halsin in your party without having to destroy the grove. So we're going to do that little thing because it gives you much more content. We're going to do custom game mode. So it'll be basically balanced, but I'm going to, let me see what I wrote down. It's mostly going to be normal. I'm going to always prompt reactions. That's like charming people, or like an opportunity attack, or like certain spells and stuff are technically reactions. But if they trigger automatically, then it's really annoying because you can lose spell slots that you didn't mean to lose. I'm pretty sure this setting I can still go in and say like, we'll always opportunity attack because that's free and I want you to do it. But like, there's lots of disadvantages to just charming everybody automatically, and there's disadvantages to counter spelling, counter charming, counter whatever it's called. We're gonna up our proficiency bonus, which just means that it'll make some rolls easier for us, so that I do scum save a lot, I'm gonna try not to, why does it look like I've been sobbing? I'm gonna try not to scum save as much this playthrough, so that's a smoother, just, this is the choice we made and we're going on with it. But when I'm playing by myself, I do sometimes save and go through every dialogue option. So that's why I'm very qualified. I know what everything, especially the Starian, ends up with. We're also gonna make it so we full heal at every short rest, just because it makes life so much easier. And the goal of this, I'm much more of a role play kind of person, rather than like make all of the fights harder or more interesting. Like, I do make the settings so that it's like difficult, but if I have to do the same fight more than like 3 times, I'll lose it. And if I have to do a fight against more than 10 NPCs more than once, honestly, I have to take a break. Drives me absolutely bonkers. But honestly, like the fights, oh my gosh, I'm in Act 3 right now on my own playthrough, and oh my gosh, some of the fights, there's so many people, it actually makes me want to die. Okay, so those are the basics of what this playthrough is going to be about. I will be streaming probably like after 5 or 5:30. I have no idea what days. Just when I feel like it, kind of. But we'll start off with building the character, putting together all the settings, and then we will try to do everything. And it's going to take forever. But there is so much content in this game. It is my favorite thing ever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I start streaming.